Welcome to How and Why, the show where we break down editorial, business and creative decisions in the world of comics and explain just how and why they happened. In anticipation of the release of Fantastic Four this week, I thought I'd look at one of my favourite events in the group's history, the fall of Reed Richards and the rise of Maker. Now I must note, this story takes place in Marvel's Ultimate Universe, which is a different continuity from that of traditional books. And before we look at how Reed Richards slowly descended into evil, we must first look at Ultimate Fantastic Four as a whole. Originally written by Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Millar, the pair reimagined Marvel's first family as younger versions of their Earth 616 counterparts, who get their powers from interdimensional travel, taking them to the End Zone. Sound familiar? Well, that's because this iteration of the Fantastic Four also serves as the inspiration behind the upcoming movie. Reed Richards of Earth 1610 is portrayed slightly differently than he is in the regular Marvel books. Firstly, Reed is a child prodigy who was selected to work for the government's think tank under Dr. Franklin Storm. His psychological issues stem from a poor relationship with his father Gary, who viewed Reed as a disappointment due to him not being athletically gifted. The demise of Reed Richards really starts with Ultimatum. In short, Ultimatum was a story published by Marvel in 2009 where Magneto shifts the Earth's magnetic poles, creating a huge tidal wave across New York City, killing many of the Ultimate Marvel characters. The casualties of Ultimatum included Professor Xavier, Wolverine, Daredevil, Cyclops, Wasp, Hank Pym, Thor, Doctor Strange, Beast, Magneto, Emma Frost, and Franklin Storm. However, it was later revealed that the entire plan was orchestrated by Doctor Doom, causing Reed Richards to send the Thing to Latveria and kill Doom. The fallout of Ultimatum was devastating for the Fantastic Four, with Reed showing signs of PTSD, blaming himself for the incident as he believes he created Doctor Doom. As a result of this storyline, the Fantastic Four disband and Sue Storm rejects Reed's proposal and the pair split up. Reed is later seen shown to be living with his parents again before an explosion kills them. Reappearing in the Ultimate Enemy story arc, it is revealed that Reed Richards orchestrated the murder of his family along with alien attacks on the Baxter Building, Triskelion and the home of Peter Parker. We see that Reed's outlook on the world has changed after the dissolution of his relationship, becoming more bitter and cynical, tired of his homeworld and people. Reed then encounters Sue, the Invisible Woman, and the pair fight, with the former Mr. Fantastic showing his descent into villainy by subjecting her to extreme pain before being sucked into a portal. The heroes of the Ultimate Universe track Reed down in the negative zone, in a battle where Johnny Storm burns the entire right side of his face, leaving it permanently scarred, and also losing the ability to move his right arm. Reed shows up again in Ultimate Comics The Ultimates, where he's revealed to be a villain known as the Maker, the creator of a race of genetically engineered soldiers who previously destroyed Asgard, known as the Children of Tomorrow. Maker serves as the main antagonist of this series, with Reed returning from a distant future, having stretched out his skull in order to increase his brain capacity. In this story, Maker stages a coup, taking over several territories across Eastern Europe, bringing him into conflict with Thor and the Ultimates. He's later defeated by Sue Storm, who traps him in a psychic bubble. Maker's next appearance is in Ultimates Disassembled, where he's freed by Kang to collect the Infinity Gems for her, which are held by members of the Ultimates. Reed obtains the 8th gem, which is located in the brain of Tony Stark, performing brain surgery on Iron Man and leaving him to die. With the gems collected, the team known as the Dark Ultimates, consisting of Maker, Kang, Hulk, Quicksilver and a brainwashed Johnny Storm, begins to plan world domination now they are in possession of the gems. Iron Man was able to retrieve the gems from the Dark Ultimates, however Reed was imprisoned in the cube, and after a grand surge of energy cut through the universe, Galactus makes his way into the Ultimate Universe. And this leads us on to Cataclysm, in which Maker plays a vital role. Reed escapes from the cube and offers to help the Ultimates protect Earth from Galactus, as despite his history as a villain, he's still one of the smartest men in the universe. This book acts as somewhat of a redemption arc for Reed, who travels to the 616 universe alongside Miles Morales, the current Spider-Man, where he visits the Baxter Building and sees pictures of a married Reed and Sue Richards with their children, causing him to break down and apologise to Sue upon return, realising his wrongdoings. Reed came up with a plan to save the world from Galactus, with Kitty Pryde in possession of the Giant Man serum, short-circuiting Galactus' machines using her phasing abilities, weakening the Eater of Worlds as Reed opened a portal to the negative zone, sucking in Galactus. However, during Marvel's Time Runs Out arc, it is revealed that Reed's return to heroics had been somewhat of a facade, as he remained active as the villain's Maker, and aligned himself with the Cabal, a group who had been travelling across the universe destroying Earth. Maker and the Cabal explain to Nick Fury the incursions and the fate of their Earth, and as a result launch a full-scale attack on Earth 616 as they prepare a life raft. So that is just how Reed Richards of the Ultimate Universe became the villainous Maker. I'm going to end this video with a segment I'm hilariously going to call Recommended Reads, where I'll tell you some books you should read if you're interested in this character. Firstly, we have Ultimates Comics The Ultimates by Jonathan Hickman and Assad Ribic, which are actually the pair behind the current Secret Wars run. We also have Ultimate Fantastic Four Volume 1, which covers issues 1 through 6, written by Mark Millar and Brian Michael Bendis with art by Andy Kubert, and Fantastic Four Volume 2, which covers issues 7 to 12, written by Warren Ellis and drawn by Stuart Immerman. And finally we have Cataclysm, The Ultimate's Last Stand, written by Joshua Hale-Fykoff and drawn by Leonard Kirk. So that's everything for this video. I'll be back soon with another instalment of How and Why, and until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care and keep reading.